what's poppin'? Good morning. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? Oh, I'm doing pretty good today. All right, let's talk. Today I would like to talk to you guys about turning in a letter of disassociation. Should you do it? Hell nah, you shouldn't do it. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. That is nothing that is gonna benefit you at all. Like, when you really sit down and think about it, about what comes with turning in a letter of disassociation, there is zero benefit in doing it. And not only is there zero benefit into doing it, there's even more headaches that come with it. No, you do not turn in a letter of disassociation. Because, I mean, what do most people do it for? You may say, oh, I turn it in so I can have some closure. That's not where your closure is. To even think that they're worth the validation proves that you don't have the closure that you actually need. You know, when you get your closure when you realize that they've taken from you, that they've hurt you, that they've done a bunch of things that's not worthy of your time anymore going forward. You get your closure when you realize they can't take anything else from you. And from this point forward, you have the power. That's where your closure lies, not with some letter. Because funny thing is, you know how they compartmentalize all their information. Whenever you turn in a letter. Now, whenever anybody turns in a letter of disassociation, usually they explain to you exactly why they're leaving the organization. And it's always a good reason, okay? I don't think there is any bad reasons for leaving the organization. But when you do turn a letter in, one elder looks at it, and he don't even really read it. He kind of scans over it. I learned this from JT Critical Thinkers, JT and Lady C Critical Thinkers. They scan it and just make sure that it's a letter of disassociation, and that's it. They move on. That's it. Oh, you gone? Bad. And they take that information and they put it in their records and they mark you as an apostate. It doesn't matter if you talk against the organization or not. The moment you leave, you're an apostate. That's it. Because when you leave, you have acquired something that's very powerful. That is the title of an ex-Jehovah Witness. Because the moment you become an ex-Jehovah Witness, any Jehovah Witness can't use their most powerful tool against you, which is, oh, you wouldn't understand. You've never been a Jehovah Witness. Yes, I was. I do understand. And here's my rebuttal. You see what I'm saying? It's something that they can't fight or really have anything against other than compartmentalized information by shutting you down. So the moment you leave, you're considered an apostate. So why would you send a letter in? You shouldn't send any letter. You should treat them the same way you would treat, like, let's say, okay, you see a commercial that says, hey, come to this yard over here. We're giving away free puppies. And you get over there thinking you're going to get a free puppy, and it's just a homeless guy waving his ding-a-ling around. Are you going to just sit there and be like, oh, no, I'm going to write a letter as to what I'm going to do? I'm writing this letter, Mr. Homeless Guy, because I'm very disgusted and upset that there's no free puppies given away. And I didn't want to see the things you showed me. And because I had to see that, and because there are no puppies, I'm about to turn around and walk out that door. No! You're not going to do that. You're going to instantly see that, and you're going to turn around and walk away. The homeless guy doesn't deserve the consideration and the thought of and the time spent to write him a letter of why you're leaving. Just leave. There is no reason to write the Jehovah Witnesses a letter. All it does is lets them know that they still got you a little bit. They still got you a little bit. Even if they ain't got you fully, they got you enough that you think that they are worthy of your time and effort as far as writing a letter. They're not worthy. They can't pick up Mjolnir. They are not worthy. You do not send them a letter. You do not write them a letter of disassociation. If you're ready to go, just leave. Just leave. Ignore any and everything that they try to do against you going forward. Ignore it. Now, this is for all my PIMOs out there, you know? Because I know what you're thinking. Well, they could still disfellowship me. They could still do... Yeah, they could, you know? But at the same time, so what? Their rules and regulations cannot confine you, because that's what they're meant for. That's what they're there for. They're not there to build you up or to keep you safe or do any of that crazy stuff. They're there to keep you in line. Now, whether or not you want to be in line, that's up to you. Now, they have people that's close to you, that's inside of their organization, that's going to make your life hard. It's going to make you want to stay in line. And if that's what position you is, and if you're not ready to face that fight or go through those hard times, then, hey, stay PIMO, bro. Stay PIMO. Just stop going to meetings. Just whenever somebody asks, yeah, Jehovah's the only true God. Yeah, sure. Ha! Field service. Ha! I went out, but I didn't go with this congregation. I went with another congregation. You know what I'm saying? The only reason that they treat, you know, ex-Jehovah Witnesses like they would disfellowship people is because when Ray Franz left... Now, if you don't know Ray Franz, Raymond Franz was an elder who went and became an ex-JW because he found out all the crazy stuff he found out about this organization, and he took his leave. He was like, oh no, this is not it right here. So when he left, he was probably the most powerful ex-JW that there's ever been. Thus his book that woke up so many people, because he wasn't just some regular rank and file ex-Jehovah Witness. He was a member of the governing body. He saw the most like hidden and secretive inner workings of the organization. He was there. He made rules and regulations. He saw it all. And for him to leave, they had to control the information, and the only way they can control the information is to cut him off. And they can't, you know, make a rule for one person. That would be that would be a little bit too bold. So they just say, yeah, you know what? Anybody who leaves the organization, we're going to treat them as if they're a disfellowship person. We're not going to talk to them or anything. Which is crazy, because if you had the truth, if somebody leaves and they leave the truth, they'd get out there, they'd see that what they were looking into or what they thought that was better was not the truth, and they'd come back. So why would you treat them like that? Treat them like you would any other worldly person, right? Like, okay, we can't hang out and stuff like we used to, but I can still talk to you, kick it, you know, give you a little spiritual advice from time to time. But no, even though that makes more sense, they rather cut you off completely. So don't help their cause. Don't help to give them any type of validity. They do not deserve the validity. They do not deserve the consideration. Validity, the validation. They don't deserve the validation. You know what I mean? They're a cult, a crazy cult. That's the beginning, middle, and end. They're a crazy cult, and you don't deserve, and they do not deserve validation from you. Any of their rules. Because they're all crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if a circus came to your town right now, and the circus leader was like, ha ha, we like to fart in our hands and then rub them on people's back. Like, would you be cool with that? Or you'd be like, bro, get away from me. Your rules are crazy, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. Well, okay, if you don't want to have anything to do with us, you need to hug all the clowns and tell them you're buying or you're leaving. No, I don't have to follow your rules. I'm just going to leave. The door's right there. You can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Do not turn the letter in, okay? It gives them more than it gives you. If you're looking for closure, once again, that's not where you're going to get your closure from. There is no closure in turning in a letter. I can tell you from a lot of people that I know that turned in letters that left the organization, they do not give that. It does not give you any closure. That's not where your closure lies. Your closure is in realizing yourself that they can no longer do anything to hurt you or take any more from you. That's where your closure comes in at. When you stand up and you say, nah, bruh, you've taken enough from me. Anything else you take from me in the future is people who have already chosen. It's basically people who could potentially be waking up in the future anyway from this cult. Because they're going to have to get woken up eventually. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But the biggest point is, you've woken up. You're good. You're great. That's where your closure comes in at, okay? Just realizing that you are okay and you're going to be just fine and you're free. You know what I'm saying? You're free, baby. You up out of that. But anyway, man, that's all I got to say today, man. Don't turn no letter in. If you like the play, if you like the page, please subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment and a like and holla at me and I'll holla at you, all right? I hope y'all have an amazing day. See you tomorrow. Holla at your guala. Deuces.